and welcome to Viewpoint on Ukraine Today. The European Commission has recently launched a framework program called Creative Europe. This project aims to help cultural sectors reach their economic potential and contribute to a country's growth and development. Ukraine is ready to take part in this initiative. To discuss Ukraine's plans, joins me now Svitlana Fomenko, the former Ukrainian Deputy Minister of Culture for European Integration. Welcome to Viewpoint.
Thank you.
So let's briefly discuss what this project is about and what it means for Ukraine, basically.
Thank you for invitation and for giving me the floor. When we're talking about European programs, we always think about financial possibilities and financial perspective. And in this context, Creative Europe program is a new version, modified version of previous culture and media programs. It's a large-scale window of possibilities and opportunities for Ukrainian creative and cultural sectors in order to promote themselves, to reinforce its capacities and to compete. But Creative Europe does not mean in any case immediate financial support. The most essential thing, the key target for Ukraine is to be involved into European cultural community, to be engaged in practice. We started negotiations concerning this program last year. And of course,
the European Commission offered a deal to Ukraine, but Ukraine didn't sign it, as I understand.
Actually, European Commission, during Eastern Partnership Platform 4 meeting, announced this project and welcomed every Eastern Partnership country to participate. At the same meeting, we announced our will to participate, and we started negotiation concerning financial terms and other technical issues. You know that last year it was difficult for Ministry of Culture to find out any extra money to pay entry ticket, which is obligatory for every non-EU country.
How much is that ticket?
It depends on country, on GDP. And for instance, for Turkey, it's about 200,000 euro and a year. And for Georgia, for example, it's about 50,000 euro.
So would Ukraine be somewhere in the middle there, or?
We don't know exactly, because we asked for special conditions, and we gained those special conditions free of charge. It's like €1. It means free of charge. Next step was the draft agreement. It's more technical question to draft an agreement, to have many approvals from other ministries, agencies, and so on, from both sides. And
so when will Ukraine be part of this project? Is it going to be this year or next year?
Next year, since next year. But you know, it was extremely important for us to participate and to join the program together with Moldova in Georgia. The reason is very simple. Who first joins has much more possibilities and much more time to create high-quality projects. You know, newcomers never, unfortunately, gain any financial benefits during first year of participation. It's like a potential for next period for the future. If we look at the statistics, the most successful participants are from Great Britain, Italy, France, or Germany.
And how long have they been part of this project?
2 years, but they took part in previous programs, media and culture, and the rules are nearly the same. They know how to apply technically, how to respect deadlines, how to be in line with special rules of the program. And you know, Eastern Partnership countries have roughly the same starting conditions. But Georgia and Moldova have already 1 year of participation, so they have a small advantages over us. But actually, I'm sure that our colleagues from other countries will be happy to assist us and to share their experience and lesson learned.
So how do small businesses or artists or cultural groups, how do they get involved in this project?
Thank you for this question. In parallel with the signature of the agreement, Creative Europe Desk should be established. It's a contact point. Legally speaking, it's an interface between the European Commission and Ukrainian cultural sector. This Creative Europe Desk has many tasks to communicate, to cooperate, to ensure proper cooperation and communication, to stimulate this cooperation. But the most important thing is to improve the knowledges and skills of our creative and cultural sectors.
Who will fund this desk? Would this be part of the Ukrainian government?
It could be a part of Ukrainian government, and also it's a part of the program. A part of funding will come from the European Commission.
So it will be kind of like a reception desk, so to speak, for grants potentially that would be won by Ukrainian artists.
It could be. It could be. And it should be an area of open-minded dialogue, and it's also a question of trust and confidence. And, in order to strike a balance between the requirements of European Commission and between the expectations of our cultural sector, this desk should be very open, very transparent, active, and with a strong voice.
So why do you think this agreement to get Ukraine to be part of the Creative Europe project, why wasn't it signed last year, for example, or even this year?
I don't know exactly. Last year in December, draft agreement was already prepared, and it would take 1 month to pass all the necessary procedures in our government and to sign it.
It wasn't probably a priority because of the war, is that?
I don't think it influences. It's better to ask our Ministry of Culture why they did not sign it at the very beginning of January, like it was planned before.
Mm-hmm. Do you see yourself contributing and perhaps working at this bureau?
To be honest, no. And I explain why. I'm sure that it should be a cultural manager who will head this bureau, not a public servant. I'm a public servant. And I know exactly that it should be independent cultural manager with good knowledge of cultural policies, cultural institutions, sector covered by the program. And I believe that our cultural community should decide who will be a representative of Ukraine.
What is the criteria to win a grant from this Creative Europe project?
I have already mentioned the basic criteria from European Commission. It's good knowledge of English, of sector, good expertise in public relation, and experience in organization of conferences, different kinds of conferences, roundtables, seminars. But it should be a personality. I would say personality in the sector, well known and respected.
So would this be somebody from the Ukrainian art world, a very known persona, or a relatively newcomer to the art scene in Ukraine?
It depends, but I'm sure that the better way to decide is to announce a competition. And competition will show.
So thank you for coming into our studio today.
Thank you for the invitation.
This has been Svitlana Fomenko, the former Ukrainian Deputy Minister of Culture for European Integration. You've been watching Viewpoint on Ukraine Today.